Welcome back to another day of Danielian. This is going to be one of our last lessons. I think we'll have one more after today's. Last time I saw you guys, I said the incorrect page number because we will actually be skipping ahead to the next set of new capital letters. So in your Danielian, that should be page 100. So go ahead and open up to page 100, and we're going to move on to a new set of letters since we only have a couple of times left together. So I want to make sure we get a chance to look at letters H and K of our uppercase letters. So I'm going to pull that up. H and K. So we haven't had a lot of practice, but we have looked at letters A, C, O, and E. So I want a chance to look at a few more letters, and today that will be H and K. So right away, I noticed that kind of like the ones we looked at last week, H is not super different from the print version. I definitely see some more loops in it than I did in the print version. And we have a dot that we're going to start on to give us our starting point because it's somewhere in between that dotted line and that top blue line, like we saw a lot last week. So instead of starting with a straight line down, like we normally would with a capital H, we're going to start with this little hook shape. Okay, usually in cursive, once we have a letter started, clear that up, we don't pick our pen up. This is different though. We can't connect over here the way that we need to without picking our pen up. So once we make that hook shape, this is a completely separate shape. Okay, so this is very different than other shapes we've done. I'm going to pick my pen up before I do the next part. So hook, pick my pen up, top blue line, and you're going to go straight down, up. The loop goes downwards before coming back out. Hook, completely separate stroke, top blue line. Now I can go straight down, but my loop will come back up, down, around. Hook, separate stroke, up to the left, down, around. Okay, let's try that on our own down here. I've got my hook. Blue line goes straight down, up to the left. The loop goes downwards before coming back around. And you can kind of see that it makes almost this little little fish shape in there in between. Up to the left, loop. Loop. And then that tail is just going to kind of stick out depending on where we would go from here. So make sure it crosses that straight line you made so that it's ready to attach to something else if it needs to. K starts with the same stroke and is similar because we have to pick up our pen or pencil to make the second shape. And if you look over here, that's what they're trying to tell you, is that unlike a lot of cursive strokes, this takes two different marks. And those two different marks connect to one another to make the shape that we want. There's my little hook, my little candy cane shape. I'm not going to just go back up. I'm not going to drag my pen. I'm going to pick up my pen and make the shape that I need. Little hook, little candy cane. top blue line, just like with the H, and make the other part of the K shape. And we know what a K shape should look like, just like with a print uppercase K. That's the shape I need to make on the other end of my cursive K. It really shouldn't be much curvier on the right side than a normal K would be. A normal K, a print K, already kind of gives you a tail. So we don't need anything loopier than normal. It's actually very similar to the way you would make a print K with two different strokes, lifting your pen. It's just not what we usually see for cursive. All right, if you need more time with the letters, feel free to pause the video here. I'll be looking at this sentence that says, Kathy Hobbs works at Kane Hospital. And the tail takes us right into the A, T, H, up and over Y, across the T, up and around. And then my O is going to start from the bottom. So here's another weird spot where I'm going to pick up my pen and start a new shape. S. Works. Normal W. My O goes right into my K. My lowercase k. My S touches before coming back out. Up and over A. Across the T. My hook shape. My candy cane shape. The rest of my K goes right into up and over A, just like with Kathy. And here we have HO again, so I'm going to see that same pattern. Pick up my pen, pick up my pen, hospital, period, I, cross the T. Okay, let's try it down below. So we don't start right at the blue or right at the dotted. It's kind of somewhere in between. Pick up my pen, finish my K, A, T, H, up and over Y, H. That second shape. Pick up my pen. My O is going to start down here at the red line. O, B, B, S. My S was a little bit big, I'm sorry. And our S should really stop right here at the dotted line, so mine was a little big. W, O, R, K. Make sure I do better with this S. There we go. At. That hook shape. Pick up my pen. K, A. 1, 2, E. 1. Pick up my pen. 2. Pick up my pen. O, S, P, I, T, A, L. Dot my I, cross my T, period at the end. So that H might be a letter you want to practice a little bit more on your own, either by erasing on this page and practicing again, or just on a slate or a scrap piece of paper. Next week, we will have, not next week, the next time I see you guys, I believe will be the last time, and we will be doing capital N and M, and that will be on page 101. So I think the next video I post will be my last one. So awesome work so far this year.